Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Nat, a self-taught baker, and today I'll be showing you guys how to make these delicious orange creamsicle cupcakes. Super easy to make, so if you got your pens and paper ready, you can go ahead and take down some notes or you could bake along with me. And if this sounds like content you like, please consider liking and also joining the family and subscribing. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing we're going to do is start off with our batter, which right here I'm using 1 box of cake mix, which is the white cake mix. And if you would like to bake along, I will have all of the ingredients with the exact measurements listed down below. Next, you want to add 3 eggs. Next, we're going to add our vegetable oil. Next, we're going to be adding our plain Greek yogurt. Now we're going to add half of our orange zest. Now we're going to just blend till everything is well combined. Now we're going to just fill up our cake pan just halfway, just so that they don't overfill and we could get the perfect consistency for each cupcake. Now we're going to bake our cupcakes on 350 for about 10 to 15 minutes. But in the meantime, let's start on our filling. So the filling is super easy to make. All we're going to need is about 8 ounces of cream cheese. And make sure your cream cheese is at room temperature. And next we're going to add our vanilla extract. Now we're going to turn our mixer on low. And we're going to finish by adding the rest of our ingredients. So now we're going to start by adding our powdered sugar. Now we're just going to cream everything together till it's nice and fluffy. So once you're done, we're going to put this to the side and let's get started on our orange creamsicle frosting. So the first thing we're going to do is add an entire 8 ounce of cream cheese that's room temperature.
Presently, I'm standing here right now. You're so demanding. Tell me what you want from me. Concentrating on my music lover and my babies.
Next, you're going to be adding about 4 cups of powdered sugar.
I just wanna take it out of town, look around, and say, oh, I just wanna change the tide, and to ride in a long ride. Oh, 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 die.
Next, you're going to add your orange zest.
I just wanna take it out of town, look around, and say.
Now we're going to just turn our mixer on low and then finish adding the rest of our ingredients.
I just wanna take it out of town, look around, and say, oh.
So we're going to add our orange juice. Next, for color, we're going to use about 1 drop of red food coloring. And then we're going to just add a few drops of yellow food coloring, just so we can get that orange color. Now we're just going to blend the 2 colors until it's completely combined and we got that nice rich orange color.
I met him when I was a little girl. He gave me more.
So once our icing have turned completely orange, we're going to slowly start adding our heavy whipping cream. And this is just going to make it nice and soft and fluffy. We don't want no hard buttercream.
Never I got lonely. I needed some advice. He gave me his shoulder. His words were very nice. But that is all behind me. Now there is no other. Love is his and his is mine. A friend became the love of my life. You are.
Now that our cupcakes have cooled, we're going to go ahead and pour the center of our cupcakes just so we can add our filling.
Feels like I sampled true love. Yeah, but she didn't clear. Oh, could it be that it was all just so simple? A teenage love, but you said he's just a friend. He moved around and he kept in touch through his friends. Like the world was young and we knew we couldn't rush. But whenever I got lonely or needed some advice, he gave me his shoulder. His words were very.
Now I'm going to just press the center of the cupcakes so we can create room for the filling.
Love is his and his is mine. My friend became the love of my life. You are my friend.
Now we're going to fill each cupcake with our filling mix.
Love of my life, baby, feels like a single true love. Yeah, love of my life, you are my friend. Love of my life, do I get the feeling? And my life, baby, feels like a simple true love. Yeah,
I love it when she
love of my life, you run my world, and I'll be boy and I'll be girl, and I don't stop till the break of dawn.
Next, we're going to top all of our cupcakes with our orange creamsicle frosting. Last but not least, we're just going to garnish each cupcake with our orange zest. And just like that, guys, we made ourselves some homemade orange creamsicle cupcakes. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to another video. I appreciate you guys. And if you got any suggestions and what the next recipe should be, please leave it down below. You never know, it might be the next video. So until the next video, you guys, peace. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Net, a self-taught baker. And in today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make these delicious lemon cupcakes. And if you would like to learn how to make your own homemade quick and easy desserts, consider subscribing and joining the family. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So here's everything you need: lemon juice, lemon zest, canola oil, whole milk, 3 eggs, and 1 box whole white cake mix. So the first thing we're going to do is make our batter by adding 1 whole white box cake mix to your mixer. Next, we're just going to add all of our ingredients, which right here I'm adding my 3 eggs. Now I'm adding my canola oil. And we're going to just dump this all in all together. Next, I'm going to add my whole milk. Now we're going to add the zest of a lemon, and I'm just going to use half of it, which right here is a whole lemon. So we're just going to use half and save the other half for later. Now I'm going to attach the whisk to my mixer. And now we're going to blend everything till everything is well combined. Last but not least, we're going to add our lemon juice. Once your batter is done, it should look something like this. And we're just going to fill these cups halfway, just so we can get the perfect size and consistency for all cupcakes. Now we're going to bake our cupcakes in the oven on 350 for about 10 to 15 minutes. In the meantime, let's start on our frosting. Now for our lemon zest frosting, we're going to add 2 sticks of butter, which should be 1 cup of butter. Next, we're going to be adding our powdered sugar. And don't worry, guys, I will leave all measurements down below. Now we're going to give everything a nice blend till everything is well combined. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Off camera, I went ahead and added the lemon zest and the lemon juice off camera, but it's just self-explanatory. You just dump everything in there and then continue to blend. Now in our piping bag, we're just going to go ahead and add our frosting on top of our cupcakes, which have already cooled. And if you're enjoying this video so far, please give me a like. It also helped me out a lot, so I appreciate it. Now we're going to add the rest of our zest on top of our cupcakes, just to garnish. And last but not least, we'll be topping them off with slices of lemon. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to turn on your bell so you'll get notified whenever I post. And until the next video, you guys, y'all stay safe out there and peace. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Net, a self-taught baker, and today I'll be showing you guys how to make these delicious hot chocolate macarons. So if you enjoy watching videos like this, please consider subscribing and joining the family. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So here go everything you will need for the macarons. You can go ahead and take a screenshot. So the first thing we're going to do is start by separating our dry ingredients, which right here I'm separating some flour. And I will have all measurements listed down below so you can follow along. Next, we're going to add our powdered sugar. Now we're going to add our cocoa powder. Now we're going to remove all the lumps by sifting. Next, for our wet ingredients, we're going to add a dash of salt, and we're going to add 2 egg whites. Next, we're going to whisk everything together till it gets nice and foamy. Once your foam is forming, we're going to start by adding our sugar a little bit at a time.
I met him when I was a little girl. He gave me poetry. He was my first. But in my heart I knew I wasn't the only one. Cause when the table turned, he had to break. But whenever I got lonely, I needed some advice. He gave me his shoulder. His words were very nice. But that is all behind me. 'Cause now there is no
Once it's done, it should look something like this. You should have peaks that stick straight up.
you are my friend.
Now to our wet ingredients, we're going to go ahead and add our vanilla extract. Now we'll be adding our dry ingredients to our wet ingredients. And now we're going to just fold the two together, incorporating them both. So I will add a scoop and fold, and then I add some more, then fold until I get both ingredients fully mixed. Also, you want to make sure you don't over mix because then it'll become very hard for you to mix.
Whenever I got lonely or needed some advice, he gave me his shoulder. His words were very nice.
Once both ingredients is fully mixed, it should look something like this. Now I'll be adding my batter to my silicone mat, and you can find these at Walmart, which this is where I found mine's at for about $4. And I will try to have everything listed down below so you guys can know where I got all my products from. But it just makes everything easier as far as the sizes go. So I recommend you getting one of these silicone mats when you're trying to make macarons. Now we're just going to tap just to release any air bubbles. So while the oven is heating up, I'm going to go ahead and let these sit out for about 15 minutes while the oven is preheating to 300, just until the top set and you can touch it without your finger being wet. In the meantime, let's start on the frosting. So the first thing we're going to do is just cream our butter. Next, we'll be adding a splash of vanilla extract. Next, we'll be adding our powdered sugar, and we'll be whisking this all together. Last but not least, we'll be adding our marshmallow fluff, and you will need a whole entire container, just about 8 ounces. Tell me what you want from me. Now we're going to whisk everything together until everything is well combined. Everyone I ask you lady for a ticket out of town. I just want to take it out of town. Look around and say, oh, ask me. I just want to change the life and right and long time. So once your cookies have cooled, we're going to go ahead and add our marshmallow filling. If you're enjoying this video so far, please give me a like. It really will help me out. Now with a kitchen torch, you could go ahead and toast the top of the marshmallow fluff, just to make it nice and toasty. I mean, because why not? I just want to take it out of town, look around and say. Now we're just going to gently place the cookie on top of the fluff and gently press down. And just like that, we made ourselves some delicious macarons. Now I'm going to go ahead and melt some chocolate because I am going to be putting some chocolate on these. So while I'm covering up the rest of these, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to make a quick and easy, simple chocolate ganache. It's only 2 ingredients. So over medium-high heat, we're going to go ahead and warm up about 1/2 cup of some heavy whipping cream. So right here, I just have some baker's chocolate, and I'm going to go ahead and put the heavy whipping cream on top. And we're going to let this sit on there just till it get nice and melted. We'll let this sit about 1 to 2 minutes. Now with the spatula, we'll be mixing the two, melting the chocolate. I just want to take it out of town, look around and say, and once the two is fully combined, it should look something like this. Nice, rich, and velvety. So this is how you know your ganache is done, when you can pick it up and it have like a little thickness to it. Now we're just going to take a fork and we're going to just lay some of this chocolate on top. Just giving it a little glaze. Now I'm going to sit this in the freezer for about 10 minutes just so the chocolate can firm up. When the chocolate is done firming up, your macarons should look something like this. And y'all, these came out so good. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you got any recommendations, please leave it down below. And if you like content like this, I know you will enjoy this video. Watch it next. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Net, a self-taught baker, and today I'll be showing you guys how to make these delicious banana pudding cupcakes. And this video was requested by Cooking with the Catrons, so you know I had to make them. So if you like content like this, please consider subscribing and joining the family. So without further ado, let's get into the video. And here go a list of everything you will need. You could take the chance to take a screenshot. Now let's get into the video. So the first thing we're going to do is add our egg whites. And we're just going to beat this until it gets nice and foamy. I guess you wonder where I've been. I search to find the love within. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. So once you get to this point, we're going to gradually add 1/4 cups of sugar and just let it keep beating until it gets nice and airy, and it should look something like this. Now that we have this done, we're going to go ahead and set this to the side and start with our dry ingredients. So now we're going to sift together our dry ingredients, which right here I have my flour. Now we're going to add some baking powder. Now we're going to sift everything together just so it can be a nice smooth consistency. Now to our dry ingredients, we're going to add a pinch of salt, and then we're going to add the remainder of our sugar. Now we're going to also be adding our butter. Now we're going to cream our mix till it gets nice and smooth. Now I came back to let you know. Gotta think I can't do what you won't do. So once it starts forming a dough, we're going to start gradually adding our egg yolks one at a time. And as y'all can see, the last time I accidentally dropped both of them. But that's okay. We're going to continue to beat it till it get well incorporated. Now we're going to be adding our vanilla extract. And then we're just going to drizzle some milk in there a little bit at a time and continue to mix well. Now we're going to be combining both ingredients together. And a good trick is to fold it in, and this is just going to make your cupcakes nice and soft. So just folding the ingredients in, not making sure you're not over mixing, it will make your cupcakes very, very soft. Now I line my cupcake trays with the little cupcake papers, and I'm going to go ahead and fill them up halfway, just so it don't go over the top. I like to fill mine up halfway. Now we're going to place our cupcakes in the oven on 350 for about 15 minutes. In the meantime, let's start our filling. So for our filling, we're going to add 2 cups of cold milk.
Say y'all say they lingerie on that Chardonnay, going touchdowns on your runway. I'm Texas forever like boy, man, I'm Rambo with yo. I'm Billy Rick like John Jay. I'm Camo with yo.
Next, we'll be adding 1 box of instant banana pudding.
Wish I was your baby mom. Want me to come around and give you good karma, but no, we escalate up in this bitch like elevators. Of course, sometimes shit go down when it's $1 billion on an elevator. Go down when it's $1 billion on an elevator. Goddamn. Mama taught me good home training. My daddy taught me how to love my haters. My sister told me I should speak my mind. My man let me feel so good.
Now we're going to just beat this for about 5 minutes until it get nice and creamy. And you guys will know once it start thickening up. So just keep an eye on it. And when it's done, it should look something like this. So now I'm just going to fill my piping bag up and place it in the refrigerator just so it can set. But in the meantime, let's start that frosting. So for our frosting, we're going to add our butter.
So good tonight. Goddamn, say yeah. It's so good tonight.
And we're just going to beat our butter till it get nice and airy.
And I wouldn't change it if I could.
Now we're going to add our vanilla extract. Now we're going to gradually add our powdered sugar. Mix well until everything is well incorporated.
Everyone feel like this tonight. It's so good tonight. Goddamn, say yeah. It's so good tonight.
Now we're going to add a pinch of salt. And last but not least, we're going to add our heavy whipping cream. And just like that, it's a nice, simple, easy vanilla frosting recipe. So you guys can use this for just about any type of dessert that you would like to top vanilla icing on. So we're going to continue to blend till it get nice and fluffy. Now let's go check on those cupcakes. They should have cooled by now. So once your cupcakes come out, you'll let them cool, and we're going to go ahead and make little holes in the middle just so we can fill them. And I got this little pastry square off of Temu. I will leave everything linked down below so you guys can know where I get some of these products.
So good tonight. Goddamn, say yeah. It's so good tonight. Goddamn. Wake up, post up, round around in it, lost and on it. This diamond, my diamond. This rock, my rock. I woke up like this. I woke up like this. We flawless. Ladies, tell them I woke up like this.
So once you're done, the cavity should look something like this. Not too deep all the way to the bottom, just enough. Thank God my husband helped me with this part. Now I'm going to start filling the middle with our banana pudding. And oh my God, y'all, I'm going to start making more cupcakes like this. I never thought about doing it like this, but they came out so good. Next, we're going to top it with our vanilla icing. Look at that technique.
Tell me what you want from me. Concentrating on my using lover and my babies. Let me wanna ask the lady for a ticket out of town. I just wanna take it out of town and look around.
Now for garnish, we're going to go ahead and top it off with some nuts. And you can put whatever kind of nuts you want on there. Today I'm using some pecans. And then you're going to add your sliced banana at the top, just so you can know what kind of cupcake it is. Oh, we can't forget about our wafer cookie. Go ahead and stick that at the top. And y'all, these are some nice gourmet banana pudding cupcakes. I was very pleased with this recipe. Thank you to the Catrons for giving me this idea. And if you guys have not yet checked out their channel, they're a wonderful cooking channel. Let them know that Net sent you. And I will leave all their information down below. And if you have any suggestions in the next recipe, please leave it down below. And you never know, it might be the next video. Thank you guys so much for tuning into another video. I appreciate all the share, likes, and comments. I'll respond to all. Till next video, you guys, peace. And if you like content like this, go ahead and check out this video. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Net, a self-taught baker, and today I'll be showing you guys how to make some delicious key lime cupcakes requested by Keeping Up with the Griffins. I got y'all, fam. So hit the like on your way in and also hit the subscribe button to consider joining the family. So now let's get into the video. So here go a list of everything you will need so you can take a moment and take a screenshot. Now let's bake. We're going to first start off by sifting our dry ingredients, adding our flour first. Next, we'll be adding our baking powder. And now the salt. Now we'll be adding our butter to the mixer. And we're just going to beat some air into this butter just so it could get nice and airy. Now we're going to be adding our sugar to our butter. Next, we'll be adding our eggs one at a time. Now we'll be adding our vanilla extract. Now we're adding some lime juice. And then now we're going to be adding our dry ingredients to our wet ingredients. Now we'll be adding the zest of a whole lime. And this is just going to give it that extra lime flavor. So if you haven't tried zesting your fruit in your cupcakes or any type of desserts, I recommend you try it. Now we're going to be adding about a few drops of green food coloring just so it can have that key lime color. And now we're just going to blend everything till it's well incorporated. Now, once you mix your batter, we're going to just go ahead and use a spatula to just make sure everything is mixed in and all the flour is off the edges. So we're going to make 12 cupcakes, but for demo purposes, I'm just going to be showing you guys 6. And we're going to just fill these cups up a little bit, a quarter ways to the top. Now we'll be placing our cupcakes in the oven on 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes. But in the meantime, let's get started with the frosting. Now for the frosting, we're going to start off with 2 sticks of butter. And since I'm only going to do 6 cupcakes, I'm just going to do 1.5 sticks of butter. Now we're going to just start whisking this butter till it get nice and airy. Now we're going to add a little vanilla extract. Now we're going to be adding our powdered sugar. Now we're going to add some lime juice for the flavor. Now we're going to add a few drops of food coloring in the color green. And last but not least, we're going to be adding some lemon zest. And now we're just going to whisk everything all together till everything is well incorporated and it's nice and green. Once you're done, your icing should look something like this. Nice and creamy. Now once your cupcakes have cooled, I'm going to go ahead and ice them. No letting go, no holding back, because you are my lady. When I'm with you, it's all about. Girl, I'm so glad you did it. Now we're going to just add a little lime zest just to the top. Come to an end, but I'm optimistic about being friends. And last but not least, we're going to be adding some lime slices to it just to garnish it off and give it that key lime appearance. Thank you so much to the Griffins for recommending this recipe. If you guys have not yet checked out the Griffins channel, I will leave their information down below. Go ahead and check them out and let them know Net sent you. And thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in to another video. And if you guys have any recommendations in the next recipe, please leave it down below. And you never know, it might be the next video. So until the next video, peace. And if you like content like this, please consider checking out this next video. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Net, a self-taught baker, and today I'll be showing you how to make these Halloween whoopie pies. Now on our greased pan, we're going to go ahead and portion these out, which I'm using an ice cream scooper just so I can get more of an accurate size for each cookie. And I'm just going to scoop this, which I'm going to make 6 on each tray. And we're going to go ahead and bake these on 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes. In the meantime, let's get started with the filling. Now for our whoopie pie filling, we're going to use 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter. And we're just going to mix this well until it gets nice and light and airy. And to our butter, we'll be adding some vanilla extract, our powdered sugar, and now we're going to use 1 whole container, which is 8 ounces of this marshmallow fluff. And now we're just going to combine everything until it's nice and fluffy. And once everything is well combined, it should come out looking something like this. Nice, airy, and fluffy. Once we take our cookies out the oven, it should look something like this. Nice and soft and chewy. Now it's time to decorate our cookies. I'm going to first by starting off with 1/2 of a cookie, and I'm going to be squeezing in my marshmallow filling. And now with the other half, we're just going to lightly press. And just like that, that's the original whoopie pie. But we're going to decorate it because we want to make these some Halloween treats. So now I'm going to continue to fill the rest of the cookies. Showing you again, just fill in the middle with that cream and gently pressing. Now we place our marshmallows in the microwave for about 15 seconds, and it should look something like this. And we're going to just make some webs out of this. And just like so, put your fingers together and just stretch it out, and it will make like the perfect little webs. Now we're going to be adding some eyes, or you could decorate it with any kind of sprinkles that you would like. So at this time, I would like to challenge Keeping Up with the Griffins and also Friday's Kitchen. Let's see y'all yummy Halloween treats. Thank you for tuning in for another video. I will have new videos weekly, so please have your notifications on so you don't miss out when I post. Until the next video, peace. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Net. A self-taught baker, and today I'll be showing you how to bake the best chewy chocolate chip cookies. So get ready as I show you how to make these delicious cookies. And if this sounds like content you like, please consider subscribing. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So here go everything you would need. I will list everything down in the description, but most of these things you should already have in your cabinets. If not, it's just a few ingredients. So the first thing we're going to do is sift our flour as well as our baking powder just to make sure everything is nice and smooth. Also a dash of salt for taste. So now we're just going to sift our dry ingredients until it's nice and fine and we take out all the lumps. Now in our mixer, we're going to go ahead and add our granulated sugar. We're going to add our packed brown sugar. Next, we're going to add some melted butter. Now we're going to give everything a quick blend. Now you're going to add your 1 egg. Now we're going to add some vanilla extract. Now we're going to add our baking chocolate as well as our semi-sweet chocolate chips. Now we're going to add the wet ingredients with the dry ingredients. And with a whisk or a spoon, we're going to just combine both ingredients till it's well combined and it's dough-like. Once you're done making your cookie dough, it should look something like this, and we're going to go ahead and place this in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. So after our cookies then chill for about 30 minutes, we're going to go ahead and place it on our baking trays, which I have the oven on 350, and we're going to bake these cookies for about 30 minutes. So I'll be right back to you. Thank you all so much for watching. These cookies came out so good. I couldn't just eat one. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like and also subscribe and join the family. Until the next one, peace. And if you like this video, go ahead and check out this one. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Nat, a self-taught baker. And today I'll be showing you how to make a quick and easy homemade homemade macarons without almond flour. So get ready as I show you how to create this delightful dessert. So if this sounds like content you like, please consider subscribing. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So here go everything you will need. You will need some granulated sugar, some flour, some powdered sugar, also some egg whites, a pinch of salt, food coloring, and some pure vanilla extract. And also I will have everything listed down below. So the first thing we're going to do is add our egg whites, which I'm using 2 egg whites, a pinch of salt, and now we're going to just whisk everything until we get some firm peaks. Right here you can see the little bubbles forming, but we want to keep going. So once we get to this point and it's starting to look like foam, we're going to start adding our sugar, and we're going to make sure we add a little bit at a time. Now we're just going to add the remainder of our sugar. So now once you create your meringue, you're going to go ahead and add some vanilla extract. And we're just going to keep blending until we get some stiff peaks. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and start with the dry ingredients. So now in our sifter, we're going to go ahead and add our flour. And now we're going to also add our powdered sugar. Now we're just going to sift it just to make sure we get all the clumps and lumps out. So I didn't know what color I wanted to do at first, so I ended up deciding to pick a pink color. So I'm going to use red, and I'm just going to add a few drops. This is very concentrated, so you just want to add a few drops at a time. Now we're going to add our dry ingredients. Next, we're just going to give everything a quick stir until everything is well combined. So once we're all mixed up, it should look like this. And when you lift it up, it should have like a little ripple effect. And that's how you know you got the right consistency. Now I'm going to be using my baking placemat, which I'll leave a link down below of where I got this. You can find these off of Amazon or even at Walmart. But I'm going to go ahead and add just the right amount, which I will try to stay in the first circle. And I'm going to be doing the same for all of them. So now once they're all done, we're going to go ahead and give it a few taps just to release any bubbles. Now we're going to let these sit out for about 15 minutes while we let our oven preheat on 350 just so it can keep that shiny top. Now we're going to place our cookies in the oven for about 15 minutes, and in the meantime we'll get started with our filling. So now we are going to be using 6 tablespoons of soft room temperature butter. And now we're going to make sure we give it a quick blend just so it can get nice and light and airy. Next, we're going to be adding 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Now we're going to be adding our powdered sugar a little bit at a time until it gets nice and creamy. Now that we let our macarons cool, we're going to start filling our macarons. So this is how it should look, nice and shiny. And we're going to add our filling in the middle. Then we're going to add the other side and smash together. And just like that, we made ourselves a macaron. You guys, can y'all believe this is my first time making these? These were super easy to make. So I know if I can do it, you can do it. If you enjoyed this video so far, please give me a like. Also, leave me a comment if you will have any suggestions of the next recipe. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video. I really do appreciate you guys coming in. Also, if you have any suggestions of the next recipe, again, you can leave it down in the comment section. Until the next video, you guys, peace. If you enjoyed this video, I know you'll like this one. Check it out. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ned, a self-taught baker, and today I'll be showing you how to make a blueberry lemon loaf cake. This super moist cake with a hint of lemon and fresh blueberries will definitely keep you wanting more. So please, if you like content like this, please consider subscribing. Also hit the bell notification so you'll be notified every time I post. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So here go all the ingredients you need, and I'll make sure I leave everything down in the description box as well as at the end of the video. So the first thing we're going to do is add our 2 large eggs, and we're going to start whisking this. And today I'm using my KitchenAid Deluxe. My dad got it for me over the weekend. Thanks, Dad. Now, as I'm mixing my eggs, I got it on stir, and then I'm just going to add my sugar so I can cream them together. Now we're going to be adding our vanilla extract to our wet mixture. Now we're going to add our butter. Now we're adding our lemon juice. This is going to give it that lemon flavor. Now with our dry ingredients, we're going to add our flour. Now we're going to add our salt, our baking powder. Now we're just going to whisk everything together just so everything can be well combined. Now we're going to add our wet ingredients to our dry ingredients. Make sure we're doing this nice and slow and getting all of that out of the bowl. Now we're just going to stir everything all together until we get a cake batter consistency. Now we're going to add our lemon zest. And now we're going to add our fresh blueberries, which I had covered with some flour, just so that way they don't sink all the way to the bottom. Last but not least, we're going to add our milk. And now we're just going to give everything a good stir until everything is well combined. Now in our grease pan, we're going to add our batter.
Rock with me now.
We're just going to shake the pan to make sure everything is nice and even. And then I'm going to place this in the oven on 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes. Once out the oven, it should look nice and golden brown. So we're going to let this go ahead and chill, and we're going to start with our glaze. First thing first, we're going to add our butter. We're going to add some lemon juice. Now we're going to add some powdered sugar. We're going to add some vanilla extract. We're going to add the remainder of our lemon zest. Now we're going to put our mixer on stir, and we're just going to start combining all the ingredients. And at the same time, I'm going to add my cream cheese. Now that our loaf cake has cooled down, we're going to go ahead and pour over our glaze. And as you guys can see, it had the little specks of lemon zest. So now just for garnish, I'm just going to top it off with a little more lemon zest. And I decided to add some lemons and blueberries just so you guys can have an idea of what kind of cake it is. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another video. I appreciate all the like, comments, and all my new subscribers. Until the next video, peace. And if you like content like this, please consider checking out this video. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Over here, I will show you how to make quick and easy desserts. And in today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make a simple single serving easy mixed berry dump cake. So if this sounds like some content that you like, please consider subscribing and joining the family. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So here go all the ingredients you'll need. 1 box of cake mix. I'm using traditional white, mixed berries, or you could use any berries of your choice. And 1.5 sticks of butter, and also a half a cup of sugar. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is add our mixed berries to our ramekins. And again, you could use whatever dish that you would like, but and for this purpose, I'm doing single servings. So I'm going to use these ramekins. Now we're going to be adding about 2 to 3 tablespoons of sugar in each ramekin. Now we're just going to stir everything up just to make sure all the berries are covered with that sugar. Now with your cake mix, you just want to cover the entire top of your berries, making sure that you reach the top of the ramekin. Now we're just going to level it with a spatula, or you can even use your hand. Now we're going to be putting our butter on top. And we want to cover the entire thing. So if you have to cut extra butter, do so. But we want to make sure we cover the entire thing with butter.
Close your eyes and see what you really Flying higher, higher.
So now we're going to place our dumb cakes in the oven on 350 for about 35 minutes. So now once we let these cool, we're going to go ahead and top these off with some powdered sugar. Last but not least, we're going to top it off with a little whipped cream. And just like that, we made ourselves some single serve mixed berry dumb cakes. These came out so good. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, there's more to come. So subscribe today and hit that bell so you can get notified every time I post. Until the next time, you guys, peace. If you like content like this, I recommend you check out my creme brulee recipe.